Okay, in today's video, we're going to go over the fourth principle of self-protection. And this is verbal de-escalation. Real important one here, folks. So your self-awareness has let you down. Your boundary settings have let you down. You've got somebody in front of you at this point. And he's up in your face possibly. Maybe he's not even up in your face, but he's close enough and he's in your face yelling. And this is really important because we still stand a chance at this point of de-escalating this thing. And we're going to use our words. We're going to use our non-ego. We're going to use our manner, our tone, and the way we're posturing ourselves to de-escalate this. So what it is and what it isn't. What it is again, everything I just went over. Your words, you're going to choose them correctly. Your tone, your posture, and the way you're looking at somebody. What it isn't is you yelling louder, using your ego or letting your ego get in the way. Posture, all these things are not going to de-escalate it. Why this all matters. Verbal de-escalation matters because generally we never had to go to hands-on. If for an altercation and it goes to hands-on, what we see generally is the person never knew how to use verbal judo, if you would, or verbal de-escalation. And this is important. If we use our tone, our words, our posture, our non-ego, we can verbally de-escalate most things. So let's give some examples of this. You're in a parking lot and somebody feels like you cut them off into a spot they thought was theirs. They get out of the car. You've got a possible altercation on your hands right there and then. People get upset about things. This could happen in the line of a grocery store. Okay, people get frustrated in lines. This could happen in a road rage situation. Okay, and road rage is really, really important to be able to de-escalate that. So these are just some examples of where we want to make sure that we're using verbal de-escalation. Okay, so we're in the middle of that altercation. We're using our words. There are things that we have to be aware of, things that we have to notice. We need to make sure that we're taking note of their posture, their tone in their voice, their body language, what they're saying to us. And at the same time, we need to reflect back the opposite. If they're raising those things that we talked about, if they're bringing them up to a higher level, we need to make sure we bring it down to a lower level. We need to make sure we're calm, we're steady. And when we're replying back to things, if they're yelling at us, if we're replying back to them, use clear, easygoing phrases. No problem. I understand completely. Sorry about that. Don't let your ego get in the way. Make sure that you're doing everything that you can with your words, your posture, your tone to keep everything at a low level. This is really, really important. This is something that you can use also in everyday life. This doesn't have to be something that gets to an altercation or an example of an altercation at a road rage issue or a line in a grocery store. This could be in the work environment. People get upset at work. It could be in a relationship. Okay, this is a real world skill set that can help you throughout life and everyday stuff. So next time you get into any kind of heated battle, whether it's just heated words with a sibling, your spouse, a good friend, whatever it is, use these skill sets. You'll notice the difference.